What's up, everybody? It's me, Giving Gaming, and I'm back, but this time I'm on Stanley Parable. This has been a series long in the making. I think I've had this game ready to go for like 3 months or 4 months. Let's just go straight into the game. No more waiting. 10:48 p.m., your favorite time of the day. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious. How accurate 10:48 p.m. is? Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 10:48 p.m.? I would say it's the most accurate I can be. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invest some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard, yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Okay, so next time we get on, it's gonna tell us something new. Alright, well, I see the little computer screen right there. It looks pretty cool how it has the little, like, inside, and it keeps on going forever. And it actually does move. Like, you can see that it's so, that even the tiny spots move. But let's just go ahead and load up the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, well, it seems like this voice is like telling me what to do. He's not even like asking, he's saying it before it happens. Maybe I can unlock
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I still want to check, narrator. I still want to check.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office, because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Okay. It's because I don't want to risk that the door is unlocked and I didn't even check it. What the heck is in there? I feel like that door's gonna...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, should I do what I'm being told, guys? Or should I go to the right? The door on his left. Door on his right. Honestly, I feel like I want to go to the left one. Just because I don't want to get spooked by something on the right, but... yeah, I'm gonna go to the left one. I don't want to get spooked. Okay. Narrator, keep talking to me. Why do you stop talking to me?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Wait a second, let me see what this is about. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let a bottle up inside you. Take it out at passive aggression on other coworkers. Okay. Using like to assure the employees everything is free. Make sure your slide has a taking a move. It's just dumb tips. To do synergize core value expenditures, shift global market parade, monetize free to play. Whoever wrote this needs to write better. Number of the slides on this chart. Charts, and slides. This is funny. I like that. I like that. Wait, what the hell? Alright. I saw the door close that time.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh hell nah, you see how it's red down there? I'm not going down there. Fuck that. I'll do what I'm being told. I can say I'm acting girlish or whatever. I can say I'm acting scared. But it is what it is. I'm not risking anything. Other than like banging on doors. So what the hell? That's not the door I'm supposed to go to. I'm not gonna go there. This is like where the receptionist is at.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Then how do I know it?
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yo, why is this here? This is kind of scary because why would there be a light just waiting for me? This is all orchestrated by the narrator. Are those eyes? Are those? Okay, I thought that those were eyes. I was like, what the hell? I don't know what that's about, but I'll go over here. The narrator didn't say. The narrator didn't say I had to go down. No, bring me back up.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I wonder if I can go back up. I can. Okay, well, I'll just
Oops.
waste.
Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I just wait. Stanley arrived at his boss's office. Horny and ready for success. Wait a second, what? I can't go back down. What did I do? I thought I would just be able to go back down. What happened?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Alright, narrator, you don't gotta be think about it. Let's go back to elevator. Alright. I'll do it your way.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
You know what, just for the goof, I kinda wanna go back up. I wanna see what he does. Let's go, narrator, let's see what happens.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
I wonder if there's a way to fail this game. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm wasting too much time on this boss's office. What the hell?
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
That's what? This narrator is such a goofball.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Okay. I like this little song.
All right, I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Alright, everybody down in the comments right now, should I go back up in the elevator or not?
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Okay. Should we go down this corridor, or should we go back up? I'm kind of at a crossroads right here. I don't know which one I want to go back. I want to go back up. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Wait, he's not saying anything.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know. People look up to you. Which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
What the hell? Oh, what the? He's what? What happened? What happened? What is this? Oh my gosh. Can I go back down? No, I cannot. Oh, this is kind of cool. He was talking about my fans for a little while. He was talking about my
Okay,
Twitter.
the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
World's heaviest human being, all tricks revealed. How did we did it? The pyramids. The guy who went to Mars. Okay, whatever. Live on stage. World peace, baby.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
World's first sentient machine. Bro, what is that noise? That means there's people here.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
They're ready for me? They're ready for me? Oh my goodness. This has been a dream in the making for so long. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I love y'all. Yeah, that's not good. Bro, what happened? What happened? This narrator, he's such an asshole. He made me do all that, develop all that plot, and just...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
We're
Stanley
just back in
decided
the
to go to the
beginning?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I just did all that for nothing. I became ultra famous for nothing. Let's just do what he's not telling us now. Actually, no, I'm still kind of terrified of going downwards, so let's still do what he
When
says.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
See, I just don't want to even risk it. I don't want to risk it, guys. I'm so terrified of what could be on the right one. If he says the left, that's
Yet
what it
there
has
was
to
not a
be.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What if I turn around one time and I see what is closing the door? That'd be kind of scary.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, if y'all ever want to see what's down there, I'm gonna have to get somebody else to do that for me, because I don't want to go down there. But this one door is open. This one I can go into. There's a bathroom though. Oh, it shouldn't be anything then. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast. See, if I go in here, it might... You know what? Just for y'all, just for my givers, I'm gonna break the rules a little bit. What is in here? The toilet? Nothing. See, I saw that. Okay, let me get out here. Thank goodness it didn't close on me. Whew.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud.
Come on, narrator,
to
we've gone
nobody.
through this.
He
Open the
began
door.
wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. but his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
You know, I'm gonna mess up like he said. I couldn't have known it. Oh, he didn't do anything.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I'm gonna keep messing it up.
2845.
One more mess up, and then if nothing happens, I'll...
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Okay. Alright, I'll be doing what you say from now on, alright? Except for this. What the hell is this? What is this little dark corner? If I could see more, maybe I'll go to it, but there's no point in it. Let's go along with your story. Alright. Wait, what the hell was that? See, this is exactly the reason why I did not want to go out of this. You saw that? Okay, let me... What is this? Would there ever
Stanley
be
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Wait a second. Escape? Mind control? See, when it tells you escape, it's not really gonna escape. It's, you know, when it blatantly tells you get out, like, you know what I mean, stuff like that. Like, it's, you can't really trust it. Look, why is there fog in that corner? I'm not. Look, we're gonna take that route in a later video, but not in this one. We're gonna go mind control. Let's get mind control. Come on, I gotta walk to the light. Walk to the light. Come on.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I think I do. What am I supposed to do here? This is like a regular desk, right?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I gotta go over here now. Okay. This is a pretty dark plot, honestly, but...
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I don't think so. I think my character has
No.
more.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
But what is this?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How do I do that? I don't know how this system works. And who's the one controlling us? This looks like it needs 500 people to run it. So obviously they're gonna be people who are mind controlling us. Are you gonna mind control them too? Can you put this? Alright, it must be over here. This is how you do it. I click that 5 times, it didn't do anything. Mind control idle input. This is where I control it then, I guess. Dun, 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 dun.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Should I? Should I, guys? Should I get rid of it or not? I'll do what he says.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Let me go.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Wait, I'm back. I'm back in the office, okay. Well, my givers, so far we have uncovered 2 of the possible endings of this game. There are many different possibilities to end this game. So, I think that whenever we solve all of the possibilities of this game, or maybe when we solve the biggest and most difficult ending of this game, I think that is when the game actually truly does end. But for now, the game keeps on restarting back in the office, back where we started. I think that this is a good place to end this video. This is just part 1. Stay tuned, turn on post notifications so you know when I next upload this game. You know, of course, consider subscribing, hit the like button, comment down below any games you will be interested in seeing me play, and see ya. What's up, everybody? It's me, Game. I'm back. This time we're playing Stanley Parable. This is gonna be the part 1 of this series. Hopefully y'all enjoy. If you do, leave a comment down below. Maybe like the video and let me know if I should do more of the series. Let's go. Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game, okay? A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you are setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. It's crazy that the game actually knew that I did set up the time as it was saying. It's pretty cool. I wonder if I set up the time both times at 12 p.m. or a.m. if it would have done that. Damn, look at that. It looks like a mirror in that computer. You know how it moves. That's badass. That's so cool. I think I can see it in the little tiny screen too. Oh, but let's begin the game. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, okay? It's a pretty cool phrase. I mean, it is an easy job. You can just be on the phone while holding a button. So, okay. Well, this is the first time we can actually move. I see that we can jump. But when I press A, it sounds like I'm clicking something, which I'm not. Okay. X does nothing. It's not even X, but whatever. Alright, let's walk out of this place. Nothing here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps I have.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
You are right, I can't find this. No, actually, I can find many traces. Look at all these papers. It looks like they were all in a rush to just leave.